First is relationships. I bring this up. I mean, the great example of this is Hines. Let me use Hines as a perfect example, right? Michael spent some time there. When Hines needs capital for a project, there's a line of LPs, mile long, lining up to invest capital into that project, right? That's a relationship. Now, it may not be a personal one-on-one relationship, but it is relationship of the people at those firms and the relationship at that line of LPs that are coming out the door. And what that means is certain people have an advantage in this space simply because
reputation.
they put in the time and the reputation. Yeah, and reputation, we talked in the last episode, it's trust building. That's really what that reputation is. Because you could have a bad reputation and you're not raising any capital, right? And so it's having trust with the market. And we could give a great example of this at Stablewood, but we won't. But just needless to say, Glenn Lowenstein, who is our CEO, has just an impeccable reputation within the industry and great relationships, and that made capital raising a much easier task than it otherwise would have. Now, the flip side of that, and this is actually the second point, if you want to make it easy to raise capital, have a proven track record of success, a long resume. And that actually, to the Hines point, that's part of it, right? Is they've been doing this for a very long time and have this great track record. You look at the greatest capital raiser of all time in real estate, Blackstone. Like, no one raises capital like Blackstone does. And why? Because they've got this proven track record. And so big equity providers know if they put their money with Blackstone that it's a safe place, or at least presumably, right? That's the implication, and that's because of that track record. Now, the flip side of that, and this is now to my first real example,